welcome to the NYCU Sports Podcast Show. I'm Coach Uncle Milt. I am your host. We're approaching the 60th episode, and it was a good weekend of football. You know, it was a good weekend of football. I mean, we're gonna cover that. Big Apple put on one of the should I say best event so far this year. So far, the best event. At Canarsie High Saturday was a good football game at the 12U division, and we're gonna talk about that a little later. A lot of things happened to me this week. We still trying to do some things. I put out a game that we're trying to do to launch our state championship tournament. Like I said, we're going to have more to talk about that. Now here it is. We're not able to do it this year, the state tournament, but we are working on putting it together for next 2022 and get the people involved that can move it to where we need to be. But what we're doing is we're doing an event called Uncle Milt's Top 12. We're going to be inviting 12 teams for a one-day event, and we're going to be inviting them from 8 to 13 for a one-day event. We still messing around with the big kids. We're seeing how we're going to fit that in, like 14 or 15. But right now it's from 8 to 13. We are approaching and locking in a field for a one-day event. It's going to be invited. It has nothing to do with any ranking criteria. We're not doing that. We're looking at results on the field. Results on the field. We are looking at that. It's going to be based on what your record is and how you look, how your team look overall. We're going to invite you to play in this one-day event. It's Uncle Milt's Top 12. This is a bridge to the state tournaments that we're going to be doing next year, 2022. And we wanted to do something, and the show wanted to be involved in, and I got a couple of people involved, and we're going to do a one-day event. We still got the timetable in November 27th so far, and we still got that timetable. So it's on track, and we're working towards that. I had an interesting conversation with a coach last week with a coach, and it was a very interesting conversation. And I appreciate this coach giving me the advice not to lose focus on what my duties here. My duty is here at a podcast and being, neutral and not objective, and with my stories, and don't feed into certain things that let me project my personal belief. I was grateful for the insight. I was grateful for the you looking out for me and putting that in my ear to keep me focused on what I do here. My duty here at this podcast show is to be totally neutral and not objective, and sometimes my personal belief can't be what I say online on in front of this mic, in front of this camera. My personal belief, and if I've done that, I usually say, well, my personal belief is this and this. Things come across my desk and come across my cell phone. I get calls every week. I get texts, emails about certain stories that people want to talk about. If I like them, I might exercise and talk about it more if I like it. But if I don't, I usually leave it alone. So a few things came in this week, and one of them is, are people, or coaches, league people, organization presidents, are they afraid to be evaluated? Are they really afraid to be evaluated? Because I find that strange. Because if you're running an organization, it's a football organization, and you get the kids ready to play games, you get them kids ready to play games, and they play a game, and someone says something about it, and you, the individual, is getting all uptight about it. I'm like, what are you in this for? People is gonna evaluate you. It's a big thing, about, listen, we don't want to do that because we don't want to be in the middle. But you're being evaluated because you're playing games. Games are being judged by wins and losses. It's being judged by what people do in the game. And it's like I'm sitting there in Canarsie, and it wasn't the show's night. It wasn't the show's night, and some people was getting tight about it. And I'm like, what are you just watching the game? Why are you tight? Why are you tight? I mean, some people are losing the focus that you're going to be. It's not you doing it; it's the kids on the field, and I don't understand how people feel the kind of way. Now, I get it when a certain individual is talking and, they may be bragging a little bit too much, and you want to, if it doesn't work out for them, I can understand those guys, those people. Now, I can understand that. But someone is just trying to find an excuse to avoid being evaluated is crazy. That's what you play the games for. And on this show, it seems that, people might say, Uncle Milt, you evaluating me. Who are you to bring? I just report what goes on. I like the story. I like it. And I'm gonna say something about it, and I just make my observation. I make my observation, and I don't get it why some people be tight about it. So. I don't want anybody to stop me from doing what I'm doing, as far as on this platform, because I'm serious about it. Now, I don't like that. But just that I'm noticing, you're going to be evaluated. You're going to be, if you lose, they're going to talk about you. If you win, they're going to talk about you. If you look bad losing, they're gonna talk about it. It's always gonna be talk, and you shouldn't be afraid of that, because if you good with it and if you gave your best at it, hey, this is what it is. At the end of the day, this is the results of you coaching or the kids training and doing what they doing. So this is the results from it. So sometimes it's like that, and sometimes it's like it is what it is. So it's just like my observation I'm seeing, and like, this one is tight. This is why he's not going to do this, and this one is that. That's why he don't call in, or this or this one is like that. That is some childish stuff, man. Come on, man. Come on. I don't think if that's the case, I don't think you should be on this level doing nothing. You shouldn't be doing anything, because there's no such thing that you're not going to be evaluated when you put a team together and you put a team out there and they play games in a competitive setting, and things happen. Things happen. So it's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here because, this way, and just avoiding to be evaluated. That's what I'm saying. Why are you avoiding to be evaluated? You got to do something, and it's out in the public. People see it, and because someone's saying something and made an observation doesn't mean that you should go, I don't talk to the person because, just hear yourself. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous when people come out and say that. And I that's the thing that I'll project my personal beliefs in, because it has nothing to do with anything on this level. It has nothing to do with youth football. It has nothing to do with youth sports, period. It's just that you got a problem. And you need, we got to teach the kids that when you do something and the results may work out in your favor or the results may not work out in your favor, it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience, and we got to prepare these kids the reality of life. Bottom line, the reality of life don't always go our way. Everybody don't get a good decision. There's going to be some days that you get a bad decision and something didn't work out the way you like it, but, don't hang your head. Another day is here, another try, and that's it. That's the bottom line, That's what we got to do. But I wanted to get that off. I wanted to get that off and tell people, don't relax, guys. Relax, man. Come on, it's not that serious. Relax. You're doing something, do it. Accept the outcome of it and learn from it and grow from it, and that's it. Yeah. So we gonna get back, man. We're gonna talk about that Big Apple game. Yo, guys, call me up. 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017. Call me up the break and let's talk about that Chief game. And I'm gonna start a little trouble, man. I got the little standings. I'm gonna start a little trouble when I get back. So it's Uncle Mill. We'll be back after the break.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is Help Required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC Youth Sports Podcast. We're back. Uncle Milt. Listen, I got to give credit where it's due, right? Now, I was accused of not being liberal on all the leagues and what they do, right? I have talked about this league. I call them the king of the hill. And I've talked about this league, and I got backlash about it that nah, man, you Big Apple guy. Listen, I like to talk about all the leagues that doing something dynamic, but I got to give it credit. The Mr. Professional, I call him Howard Hughes of youth football. He delivered. He delivered the event, 6 o'clock, Canarsie High, the best 12U game in the city so far, 12U. Staten Island Hurricanes played the Brooklyn Chiefs 12U division, and it was all what it was. Staten Island Hurricanes come out, they got those beautiful uniforms with the gold numbers and everything, and they look really good, man. They look really good with the helmets and everything, and it looks nice. It looks nice. But the Chiefs put it on them, and I got to call it the way it is. The Chiefs put it on them. Didn't let up. It's another day, Hurricanes. It's another day. I'm looking forward to that Super Bowl. It's another day, and let's see what happens. If they make it to the Super Bowl. I'm going to say this, because the way the Brooklyn Chiefs are playing on all divisions, we're not gonna add that. What is that? 12U red. I'm not gonna talk about that one. I'm not gonna say anything. Anything about that. But from 8 to 12 to 13.
Tyrone Franklin, Big Apple's commissioner.
Oh my God. Call in, man. Oh, you just give me the okay. All right. Call in and tell me. Call in, Tyrone, and tell me, Mr. Executive. They was calling for his job. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. He can't fire himself. He was on his A game because he's a professional. We called it. We called for it. We said we didn't want to see. We don't want to wait to the Super Bowl to see two powerhouse teams, two undefeated teams play. And he gave us the little bit of Big Apple. How can I say this, man? That good yak, that yak. You take a sip of it, and you be stomping your feet. You be stomping your feet and frowning and wrinkling up your face. That yak was good, man. That game was good. I think it was like over 100 people out there for that game. And you sitting in the stands and you feel the energy, man. You feel the energy. The stands was going up and down. It just wasn't the Hurricanes night. That's all it was. It wasn't the Hurricanes night. And I'm over there. They put me on the they had a live stream thing. Shout out to Coach Jay from Phenomenal Mike and Jay show. He put me on a joint. I was on there about 10 minutes at the end, on the live stream, and it was a good game. But Mr. Franklin, man, let me tell you this, man. I called you up this week, and you tell me it's no more. We got to wait to the Super Bowl. No, I'm starting trouble right now. I got to start trouble because I done got hooked to that Big Apple stuff. That Big Apple stuff, man. He got the good yak so far. Okay? So far. I don't want to kind of like say something against the other leagues. I haven't seen a game like this yet. And if it is, show me to me. Invite me to it so I can see it. But we ain't waiting for no Super Bowl, man. I know. I looked at it. I looked at it right here. The North, matter of fact, he may have a little point. because he told me. The North got 8 undefeated teams in the North. 8. Chiefs, 8U, 5-0. Hudson County, 5-0. 9U. 9U Chiefs, 5-0. 10U Chiefs, 5-0. 11U Chiefs, 5-0. 12U Chiefs, 5-0. PST, 13U, 5-0. Damn, that's 8. Let me count this and make sure it's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teams. 8 teams in the North. 8 teams in the North. And if I count the South, 8U, Show, 4-0. New Jersey Knights, 4-0 at 9U. Coach J, 11U, Show at 5-0. And the GA Gladiators at 5-0. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. That's 4. You got some, one-loss teams. We got some one-loss teams, and we're not counting them right now. But I'm gonna start some trouble right now because I'm looking at the North, and he's kind of right, man. You got the Hudson County Game of the Week. Shout out to Coach Devine. You got a a game this week. Hudson County at 5-0 and the Chiefs at 5-0. And I'm gonna say this, man. And I don't know. I don't want to jinx anybody because football is a lot of jinxing and all that. But the Brooklyn Chiefs, I don't know if this happened in youth football so far. They might dominate all the Super Bowls in all the divisions. All the Super Bowls in all the divisions. They might just go into the Big Apple Super Bowl and it'd be every division they got a championship. It looks good. They have what? They got I think it says 7 games. I think they got 2 games left. Playoff starts, if I'm not mistaken. 2 games left. Call me up if I got it wrong. 718-873-2017. Hit that extension 1. You'll be live on the show. Call me up. Tell me what games you like to see. Tell me what the games you like to see, because the North got 8 undefeated teams in the North. Shout out to the Hempstead Skeeter 10U. He's doing good. Shout out to that. I think he got a game next week with the Chiefs out in Hempstead. I think that's the game. He sent it to me. Let me see. He sent it to me week 16, week 6. I think he got 7 games. Let me see. I'm gonna glance through it. But this was covered by Mike and Jay Monday. Phenomenal Mike and Jay show. Check my email. Okay, I'm gonna check it. I'd like you to call. Why don't you call up and tell us, Mr. Franklin? Call us up and tell us the 6-week standing, man. Just call us up and let's hear your voice and tell us who's playing what. Because he told me the Hudson County and 9U Hudson County and Brooklyn Chiefs. That's the game. And then I think the Hempstead against Brooklyn Chiefs too. Hempstead, Coach Skeeter, shout out to Coach Skeeter. His team's looking good. And what do I want to see? What Uncle Milt want to see? What do Uncle Milt want to see? Yeah, I got this here. Let me see. What do Uncle Milt want to see? I didn't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this because you got to have a D2 Super Bowl, but the D2 teams is not looking so good, man. It's nothing really stand out. You can let me get this thing up. You can probably put let me see. Because you got a lot of teams that's hovering around 500 that will make a nice second Super Bowl. 12U Bombers at 4-1, and the 13U Bombers at 4-1, right? Let me see. Because I don't want nobody coming to me on the field. What are you talking about, Uncle Mill? You know, we all right, you want to throw the Steelers? You want to throw the Steelers in it somehow? Okay, you can throw the Steelers in at 13U. But everybody else is just. And then you take the North, right? Now, you take the North, the Renegades, Freeport at 9U, Avengers at 9U, the Chiefs. So you got Freeport at 11U, Hempstead at 11U, Hempstead at 12U, Freeport 13U, and this is just the North, right? Jaguars at 4-1. At 4-1, and you could do something with them. Jets 8U 3-1. Tigers, you got two Tiger teams at 4-1. GA Gladiators 11U 4-1. Knights 3-2. GA Glad at 3-2. Show at 4-1. You could put them together, have a nice Super Bowl. I don't want D2 teams to be mad at me, but you could put them together, add those two teams in D2, and have a nice little playoff in Super Bowl. Now, Tyrone, I'm giving you an alternative because you say you're not giving me no more games. So I gotta wait till all this play out. Take those undefeated teams, because you got 2 games left. And don't look like the Chiefs is going to lose a game from 8 to 13. They're going to go. They might go the whole season undefeated. I don't see it because whatever's on the schedule. Let me get it up. Let me get the schedule up. Because whatever's on the schedule, right? Let's go to the break. I'm gonna get the schedule up. Let's go to the break. I'm gonna get the schedule up because I gotta download it.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is Help Required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
We back, NYCU Sports. I usually print it out, but I had some meetings today, so I couldn't get home and do what I was supposed to do. But I like to have the print in front of me, so I'm working with my phone, so please excuse me. What I was saying is that Tyrone just hit me up. He has 3 games this week. And they're all good games. PST, that's at 13U PST, and the Jaguars are 5-0 PST, and 1-4. That's for first place. The Dolphins, the Hudson County Dolphins against the Chiefs 9U, and Hempstead Raiders, Coach Skeeter against the 10U Chiefs. So that's all this week. 3 great games this week. So we're gonna see what happens because it's 8 teams that's undefeated in Big Apple North. And then there's 4 teams in Big Apple South. So, it's just what the Chiefs are doing. It's making it a historical thing. It's like it's going to be, I believe, there's 2 games left. I believe, if not, 4 teams will be undefeated, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 12. I think they got 5 teams of the Chiefs. They have 5 teams on the Chiefs, right? If I'm not mistaken. Y'all guys call me up and help Uncle Milt out, if I'm not mistaken, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, where you go? Joe, you sent it back? Oh, there you go. Okay. There you go. But if you put D2 aside, right? Because I'm just making an observation. I'm not saying it's just not looking good. They punched up on, so they, the way the record is, they played a lot of D1 teams and it's showing. So if you take the 2 teams out of D1 and those teams that I just mentioned and make that a Super Bowl too, and then you put all the good teams in the playoffs and Super Bowl, that might be something right there. That might be something right there. If he said, okay, listen, it's the way he's doing his playoffs, and we got to wait for that, how he's doing it. Starting a little trouble over here. So we could guarantee a North and South in the playoffs and Super Bowl. We could guarantee a North and a South in the playoffs and Super Bowl. So you take the top in the North and the South and let them battle it out for D1 supremacy in New York City. Let them battle out for the D1 supremacy in New York City. And then the other teams that fall below, because you got some good teams that might, because the way it looks, if that's what he wants to do, is kind of like, I want to have a good playoff to Super Bowl event. Because any given game, one of those 3-2 teams, those 4-1 teams, those 4-2 teams, they might just the way the ball bounces, it might just happen. Nothing is guaranteed. That's if that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you're gonna have one of those events that we saw Saturday. Is that you got the power, you got the power to make it happen, man. 8 undefeated teams in the North, 4 undefeated teams in the South. And everybody else is like, and you got 2 games left. So one of them is gonna be undefeated for the season. One of them is gonna be undefeated for the season. And if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna want that team in the Super Bowl, right? You're gonna want 2 undefeated teams in the Super Bowl. And it might be, the Chiefs got a chance to send the whole organization to the Super Bowl. That's going to be something. That's going to be historic. That's going to be historic in youth football.
New message is received from Tyrone Franklin, Big Apple's commissioner.
Call up the show, Tyrone. Come on, call up the show. It's so funny. It says the North. It says 308 the North versus South in the Super Bowl. Yeah, but yeah, it is. The North and the South is, but undefeated teams in the playoffs and Super Bowls is a good game. It's a good event. 2 undefeated teams in the playoffs. 2 undefeated teams in the playoff going at it. You got us hooked up. You got us hooked on that yet, Tyrone. You got us hooked on that. You got us hooked on that. You got us hooked on it. You got, game was good, and I'm just greedy. I'm just greedy. I want to come out and see something like that. That's something that New York can produce. And we work hard. We can get that on all levels in other leagues, and we work hard and leave these egos alone and work hard and put that together. A lot of people could be a part of something like that, So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the other leagues. I'm still waiting. Show me those games, man. And, show me them games. I'm just making an observation, man. Show me them games. Shout out to the other, let me leave that alone. I'm leaving that alone, man. I'm leaving that alone. But we just, I'm just looking at it and saying, just making an observation. It's like, hey, how about having an undefeated playoffs? And then the other one, we wanted both entertaining, let's make it both entertaining. Because I'm looking at I don't know. Maybe you could text me and say, what are you going to do with that D2 division, man? Teams are just not. It's just 2 teams in there that's, looking kind of like, they can play in a good playoffs with the D1 division. I'm just looking at it. Yeah. Where those games are going to be at 3 games at 13U Division, PST and the Jaguars, where that's going to be at Hudson County and the Chiefs and Hempstead and I think this game going to be in Hempstead. Hempstead work for the Chiefs and Hempstead, and let's see where that non-U game is going to be in PST. I know they're from Long Island. This is EO Jaguars. Where they from? Where they from, man? Call us up, 873-2017. That's 718-873-2017. It was like really, 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 really good. I want to touch on this Uncle Milt's top 12. Like, we know teams are going to Florida. Teams are going to regionals, and they're going to Florida. This is, like I said, this is like a one-day event that we're doing, and we're going to make an observation on how teams are playing, what's left over, and we're going to invite 8 teams, all from 8 from 8 to 12 to play. And this is a one-day event. Just a one-day, one-game event. Raise some money. We're going to raise some money, have some, things going on, some raffles. We're going to do our live stream, sports show live stream. And this is a dress rehearsal for the state games next year, 2022. We will be doing the state game, the state tournament. And I'm not doing nothing else. I'm not doing anything else but concentrating on getting that state tournament financed and put together right. I got the whole year. I got now into the whole year. We started a little bit. We're getting good buzzes, but we just the field didn't come in like we like to. We one promoter dropped out, and it's whatever. So I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not doing none of that. It's just that I ain't gonna put it together if it ain't right. I'm not with just doing something. Let's just do it. No, I'm not with that because I want it right. I want it right. It's got to be financed right. We got to have the right people backing us. We got to have the blessing from the leagues. You know what I'm saying? We got the blessing from the teams. Because at the end of the day, like I said on Mike and Jay, I said that the best teams don't always go to Florida. We giving them an option to play in a state tournament, which is going to be a state champion, an official state champion. The champions for the champions for the leagues, all the leagues have the option to accept the invite because they will be invited, but they have the option to accept it. If they choose not to go, they don't go. That's it. They choose not to come, they don't come. That's it. Well, we're going to have a party with the rest of them. We're going to get a number one team in the tournament, and everybody's after them trying to get that state championship. And it's going to be legit, and it is going to be meaning something. So, I don't encourage teams to go or not to go. It's up to them. They decide. They decide to say, I got, raise the money. I want to take a shot. Go ahead. God bless you. But the other teams, if they choose not to, we have a state tournament, and that's it. And we're gonna crown the best team in the state of New York, and that's what it is. So, yes, we should call it a championship. Yes, because it's a state championship. Yes, you could stay and play in it if your team is good enough. Get the invite and play. If not, hey, go to Florida. Or go ahead, do what you got to do. But we will do it, and we will do it right, and it's going to be funded right. It's going to be staffed right, so we don't have any problems. It's not going to be based on. Just like I said, it's based on the results that you do on the field. It's based on that. It's based on what the guys do, the kids do on the field. That's what it's based on. That's it. We talk about the wins, and we talk about the losses. We talk about the achievements, and we talk about the setbacks. It's what it is, man. We can't run away from being evaluated. But with anything, even with rankings, with anything, it has to be open and visibility on how the criteria, and it's got to add up to something. You just can't say he's ranked this and that ranked and you're not giving the whole. You don't. Like I said prior show, I like the rankings. I think it could be done. I think New York needs it, but it's a way you should do it, head to head. Even if it's in a game, a game style head to head should be number one on the list. In a game conditions, it could be a tournament or it could be a season. That's it. That's one, and it should be based on numbers, winning percentages, wins, loss, and ties. Put some numbers on it, and mathematically, you cannot You cannot manipulate numbers. The numbers is what it is, mathematically, and do it. And that's the way it is. One score for the winner, one score for a tie, and 0 points for a loss. And that's it. Add those up, and that's how you do the rankings. And if someone ties, then you go into the points allowed and points made and all that other stuff. And that's it. But it's going to encourage the good teams playing each other, even if they don't. The idea is all the leagues coming together and playing each other's best. Not saying that I got the best because I go to Florida. Not saying I got the best because I'm exclusive. No, the best is being determined with the kids on the field. That's how the best is being determined. And that's how I saw that game Saturday. That was good coaching. And it was kids making plays and kids executing. And that's the results of it, and that's what it is. You can't feel bad about it. The Staten Island Hurricanes, they'll lick their wounds and they will come back. Maybe that'd be a Super Bowl matchup. And then we'll see what happens. You know, you can't say, oh, my offensive coordinator wasn't here. Oh, my best kid didn't play. Stop with all that. This is a game. You won. You lost. Let's evaluate how to get better, and let's do it again. That's it. That's it. So that's what the Uncle Mill's top 12. I'm not doing this every year because I don't like to put myself in the spotlight. No, I'm doing it just for this event. It's a springboard. It's a carry to the state tournaments. See you at the state games. That's our motto, and that's what we promote in state tournament. New York State Youth Football Championship. And then I talked to, I don't know, I wanted to not leave out the weighted teams neither because it's a weighted team in Middle New York, Orange County. They got a couple of weighted teams, and then you got Mr. Garvin with the New York League, and I wanted to add them in, and maybe I would do one game limited, then one game weighted. He made a good suggestion that I can use. I can add in the kids of his unweighted, because he has New York League has an unweighted limited from I think 13 and up, and I had to peek about it. I didn't really want to mess with those bigger kids, but I got to peek about it and see how and talk to some people about it. But we will do this, and it's just be a one game event. We will be live streaming, and it's just like I said, we're gonna be working something out on raising money for the organizations, because the organizations need money. And they need, they need money. It's not about what we do, what we put in our pockets and none of that. It's about what we can bring to youth football financially. And this is what we do here at the podcast and at the sports show here. This is what we want to do. Another thing came across my desk, and I'm just going to brush through it. And I thought about it. It's a couple of stories about. Let me put it this way. I need somebody to call me up. If a team that's in AYF wants to go to a UYFL Nationals, is that allowed? Is that allowed that a team like, they could have played in Metro North, they could have played upstate, in AYF, they could have played in UTL, and they just say, they start reaching out to UYFL and say, I want to come to your event. Is that legal? Do that? Could someone call me up before the end of the show and tell me is that? I know on Big Apple side, they say, they allow that, you welcome, but you're going to go into some type of all-star bracket. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you leave to go play? Going to nationals is a team sport. Everybody on the team that's you started out with in the beginning, and y'all on that quest to get that national title. Why would you go into the all-star bracket where you get some of this and some of that? Let me borrow your running back. Let me get your quarterback. And they just put a gumbo together and go to the nationals with a gumbo team. You know what gumbo is? If you're from Louisiana, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, all mixed in the soup and the stew. Why would you want to play against that? I don't know. I don't know. So it was out like I got that confirmed that you will be going into an all-star bracket. And I'm like, why would you want to do that? So what's going on with AYF? Why a couple of teams are looking to cross over? Well, what's going on? Can somebody tell me? I'm going to work on that story. I had to call some people. It's what's going on? Something going on. Something, I know they got to play regionals. And I know it's a 2-game regionals. And if you lose one of those games, you don't go to Florida. But I don't know that. You don't go to Florida. So I don't know. Is it going to Florida is the thing? I don't know. I gotta do some investigation on it. But somebody could call me up and give me some enlighten me into something about it, because is it allowed? If it's allowed AYF that you call up UYFL and say, hey, I wanted to join. I wanted to register for your regionals. Your nationals. Is that allowed? Maybe I don't. I'm not putting it on Facebook. I want you to call me up and say it. Another thing, we got it ready. It's all ready. It's coming up this Monday at 8:00. We had a sit down. We had a meeting with the brightest. Let me get this right. Let me get this straight. I hold these people very, very, they professionals. They're professional people. And they came to the meeting. And the meeting was the leagues. This was a league meeting. We're going to be doing something with the organizations, and we're going to be doing something with the coaches coming up. But this was a league meeting with the Oxford. I feel like these are very important men in youth football. And we wanted to invite a woman too, but she didn't call or anything. But these was a very important men that shaped youth football in New York City. Sat down with the meeting. Now it's a six-part meeting that we're going to be putting out every week starting Monday at 8:00, the first part. And I want to tell you about the people that was in it. And excuse me if I could get it right. Let me get it right about who was attending the meeting. We're going to start it off with the Mr. Professional of the Week, the Professional Man of the Week, the Howard Hughes of youth football, Mr. Tyrone Franklin. He's the commissioner of Big Apple, vice president of Big Apple. He was there in the flesh. The president of the New York, commissioner of the New York League, Mr. Garvin. Also, president of the Brooklyn Skyhawks. He was in the meeting. Also, we had Coach Anthony from Players, Flag Football, New York, NY Players, Flag Football League. He was in the meeting. We also had King Just from the He runs Brooklyn. That organization runs Brooklyn. Soon they're gonna run the whole New York. The president of the Brooklyn Chiefs, the architect of unlimited football, who created the Empire League. He was in the meeting. Also, the Harvard grad, the president of the Brooklyn Titans. He also was one of the architects of putting together Big Apple. Also, he held an office as the president of Empire. Bill Solomon, he was in the meeting. And we're going to have the first installment, the first question this Monday at 8 o'clock on our YouTube channels, Facebook group. We had a clip, but I didn't like the clip. So I ain't playing it. We just going to go right to the questions. And we broke it up in 6 parts. And the meeting was so dynamic, you cannot miss it. We talked about all topics as far as leagues are concerned. As far as the league is concerned, and youth football and youth sports in New York City, we talked about it. And we wanted the young leagues to come in, but it didn't happen. But they're gonna. I hope they tune in and see what they missed, because we did. It was very the information, that was shared and the opinions that was shared in the meeting had something to do with them too. Their concerns. We try to. I try to bring their concerns, even though they wasn't there. I try to bring their concerns in too. Is it room for them to do business? It is room for them to do business. And you heard from the people that shapes youth football in New York City and the county of New York. And you heard from all the professionals that came. I just mentioned. So the first installment is this Monday at 8 o'clock, Joe. This Monday at 8 o'clock, we're going to launch it. And 6 weeks after that, 5 weeks after that is gonna be one on every Monday at 8 o'clock, and you'll find it. It's gonna be on live, but you'll find it in our YouTube channel, Watch the Youth, and Facebook page, NYC Youth Sports Podcast Group, and also on NY for NY, for NY. So you'll find it there too. And it was very entertaining. Very informative, and we get to see and hear from the men, the professional men, and they football minds, youth football minds in New York City, and what they were saying. So it was good. I haven't seen it, so Joe, he's the maestro on it. So he's the Barry White of the orchestra of it, and I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna be shocked. I have total 100% confidence in him, how he put it together, and that's it. So hopefully we might have a little clip. We ain't got it ready tonight, but we probably have a little clip before the weekend. Show a little clip, but it was nice. It was nice. So stay tuned, 8 o'clock live on YouTube. Watch the Youth channel. We're gonna see it. So that's one thing. So it's a short night. We had some guests. We had to move them to next week. We got the nice guest coming up next week, and I don't know what happened to our Zoom guests, but that's okay. That's okay. I filmed them on the field, and I thought I had the camera on, but it wasn't. So I have no film of them. I'm not no good with cameras. So if I put a camera in your face, I don't want no camera, but 9 out of 10, I ain't get you behind anyway. So, so it ain't no camera in your face. it ain't no camera in your face, especially when I'm doing it on my phone because I can't tell if it's on or not. So, I wasn't able to get that. Coach Dan and the defensive coordinator coach, I wasn't able to. I didn't get the clip. I thought I got it, but I didn't get it. I was hoping to hear from you guys, but hey, it happens, Maybe you may have had a practice today or something, but you got to work harder now, So, like I said, man, the Brooklyn Chief is on the threshold of making history in youth football. Youth football. I don't know if it ever organization that had a chance to go all undefeated and even all of them in the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's ever been been something like that. I don't know. Man, that's something we can look forward to. That's something we can look forward to and cheer about. There's only 2 games left, and then it's a playoff game, and then everything else is Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. That's how Mr. Franklin is doing it. 1 playoff game, then it's a Super Bowl. You might be on the threshold of seeing one or dominate in New York City football. Dominating. And then they're not afraid to set pull up. They're not afraid to set pull up. So if anybody got something to say to what I just say, hit me up. Not on Facebook. Just hit me up on the next show and say, Uncle Milk, you're wrong, man. I think so and so and so. This team's a dominant. You got 2 games left. 2 games left. And then if you're not counting that, let me take this here, man. Somebody call me up. See what happened. Okay. Podcast, can I help you? Who's this?
What up, Milk?
Who this?
Jay, what up?
Oh, what's up, Jay? What's up with Jay? Your number coming up on the caller IDs like you a CIA agent, man. What's up? What's up?
Sure. You're talking too much.
You avoided my first protection, man. The caller ID, yo. What up, Jay? This is Coach Jay. They're from the he's from the Phenomenal Mike and Jay show on Mondays and Thursdays. What's up, man? I'm looking at you at that 5U 11U division. You got something to say?
Listen, man, we just trying to take one game at a time. Just playing football. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, if you can enlighten me, because I was mentioning something about can an AYF team, like an AYF conference team, come over to a UYFL? Is it a rule against that?
Only in the All-Star brackets.
I know that they're gonna be able to, but I'm saying, do AYF allows that?
No, you can't. If you're in the AYF national, you cannot. You can join. You can join UYFL, but in the All-Star bracket, you can't be in the team tournament. The league, something like
Yeah, I understand that, but do AYF? Cause can AYF stop that? Like, you can't do that?
No, but it's UYFL. They're not going to allow it. It's not AYF. AYF can't stop anything. It's UYFL.
Oh, so if you play in a league that's in the AYF, like, in the AYF, what do you call it? It's what do you call that, Jay?
The charter?
The charter. The charter is AYF, right? So AYF ain't gonna feel some kind of way about it.
You can't play. Like, that's like UYFL. You can't be in a UYFL charter and then go to AYF for the nationals and play in the tournament. You can't do that. It's not allowed.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you look at the UYFL page, it states all that in there.
Oh, because that came across my desk this week.
But you can go to UYFL as an All-Star. But you gotta run it through. You gotta run it through the director of your region.
Oh, so they got to get permission.
Yes, you gotta get permission from the director in your region.
Oh, okay. You just can't say, "Oh, I'm here," you know.
No, you gotta get permission from the director in your region.
Okay. All right. Nah, I just, I just needed more information. I was going to dig it up a little bit and get more information because I got some come across that, you got some teams that AYF, they don't want to go to they regionals and national for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, if you think about it, right, regionals is costly too. Like, you got to go to. I think you play first if you have another charter in your region.
Uh-huh.
Play that charter first, and then you go down to Maryland. So you think about that. That's like hotel fees, bus fees, everything.
Wow. So.
And then you gotta win that, and you gotta turn around and pay for Florida too.
So let me set up the scenario. So let's say UTL, which they are AYF brand, right? And Metro North, which is another AYF brand. They will have to play each other here locally, then go upstate and play the other AYF teams that's upstate, like Flower City and those other guys.
No, well, I don't think Flower City and them is in the AYF charter. So what happens is, I don't know how they do it in their league, but I know back in the day, New York played Buffalo because Buffalo was the only one in the region that had an AYF charter.
So
we played Buffalo in the regionals. Buffalo came down to New York for the regionals, and we played Buffalo. And after Buffalo, we was able to go to Florida.
So
now I think you got to play in your region, and then you go to Maryland to play.
Oh, you go south. Cause the Buffalo kids are AYF charter, right? I know the Syracuse Wolves, they AYF charter.
Yeah.
There's a couple of teams up there. I don't know Sault City Renegades. I don't know if they AYF charter.
Yes. So, So I don't. Like I said, I don't know. I know that AYF, they do the regionals. You got to play in your region, then you go up to Maryland. Everybody goes to Maryland, basically. And play in Maryland.
Is it safe to say it's the extra games?
What do you mean, as far as what?
Like the extra game, like we got to play like 2 extra weeks instead of going to Florida and playing,
No, so actually AYF end their season earlier. They start their season earlier and end their season earlier for the sake of the regional play. Mm-hmm. So your Super Bowl should probably be like the end of October.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your Super Bowl should be at the end of October, so you can travel them 2 weeks for regionals, and you'll have 2 weeks to, get Florida right.
Oh, so
you know what I'm saying?
So that's why they have 6 games, and then you add the other 2. But if you lose the first regional, you still go to the second regional?
No, you're done. You gotta win the first regional.
All right, so
it's like a playoff.
Oh, because I know I was talking to the team in Brownsville.
But I know back in the day, if you lost in the championship game,
uh-huh.
and if they have a wild card, you'll be able to go.
Well,
So if they have enough room in a national tournament,
yeah.
and if there's a wild card, you'll be able to go.
Jay, who you play this week, Jay?
We have the Harlem Jets.
Let me look that up. So I'm gonna start some trouble right now because you 5-0, man. We got to see those 11 U's play, man. I'm gonna start some trouble right now, man. Let me see. I gotta go to. What's the record of Harlem in 11U?
The Harlem Jets. I don't have it right in front of me.
Let me see. I think I
but
got
I
it.
believe they're. I don't know.
They 2-2.
I don't know.
They 2-2.
2-2 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You playing home?
No, we're playing at Harlem.
Yeah.
No game times yet. We're waiting on the game times right now. So,
All right, so like I'm glad I got you on. Yo, you think the Chiefs gonna do it, man?
the Chiefs got a good shot, man. Like,
He got 2 games left.
working hard. They're working hard. They're playing football. You know what I'm saying? They online. They talking. They smack. They know what they got to do.
Besides that point, because they proven it on the field, man. You think every division is gonna go to the Super Bowl? Even if that happens, undefeated, that's historically, that's history right there.
Well, that's not history because we did it a couple of years ago. So
Every
it's not
division,
history.
every division.
We had 6 divisions. We went to the Super Bowl and won 6 championships.
How? I ain't messing with you, Jay. I ain't messing with you, Jay, man. Jay, I ain't messing
So
with you.
this had to be probably like in 2000. I believe this was like 2013. I believe we did that.
In 13. All right.
I think it was 2013, and we actually won 2 nationals that year. I won a national that year, and the Pee Wees won a national that year.
Okay. I ain't messing with you.
Actually, that year, I believe.
Can we say?
I believe.
Can we say this? Can we say this? It's historical for unlimited team to do it. Can we say that?
Yeah. Well, listen. If they do it, they do it. Like that goes to show what they're doing over there. They coaching good over there. And everything.
Yeah, man.
The kids going into their system.
Yeah.
I know they over there. I know. Just is doing what he got to do.
Yeah.
Just is back. I see the Just a lot.
And
listen, you can't take nothing away from what them guys over there is doing and them kids are doing over there. They playing ball.
They for real. No, they for real. They for real. On the field, in the stands, they are for real. I kind of felt sorry for you and Mike.
Why? It's part of the game.
They was passionate.
Right? What makes you laugh, nothing make you cry later, right?
You're right. That's like I said. You gonna like Uncle Milk today. You gonna hate him tomorrow, man. But you gotta talk truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Listen,
what people don't understand is right.
Yeah.
That the Chiefs and the Hurricanes is like we're like family. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's all good because we know we're gonna get at each other.
Yeah, you felt it. No, you felt it. You felt it. And then Miss Toss was running up down in the bleachers. You felt it. You felt her passion.
Listen,
she said, "Yo."
Listen, this is what happens when you do the podcast show too.
Yeah.
This is what happens. It happens. Listen, we get kids. We go to games. Kids be like, "You picked us to lose,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Well."
That's why I don't like. I didn't. I was in the stand. I was like, damn. And then it was like, yo, Uncle Milk, get it right on the show, get it right. I said, I'm here, man. I'm looking at it.
Listen, what you do and what we do is definitely like big for New York. Man.
Yeah.
Like, people look forward.
Yeah.
People look forward to it. The kids enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the rankings, people get mad at the rankings and everything.
Yeah.
But guess what? They give the kids something to be
Yeah,
motivated about.
I like it. It's needed. It just got to be tweaked a little bit. But Ralph Draper got something good. It can't be. He can't put it in the hands of a bunch of and he's got to be professional too. And
Listen,
like that.
I'm just happy we still playing football because last year was a whole bunch of restrictions.
Yeah.
Now everybody's back out. You know what I'm saying? We're having fun.
And it's good football.
We have enough games, everything.
Yeah, and it's good football. It's good football.
Listen,
But
you saw the stands. The stands was crazy.
yeah, it was. I'm telling you, it was rocking.
It was crazy. There was no fight. There was no nothing.
The thing was the crazy thing about it, right? The crazy thing about it, it was calling for Tyrone's job. I was like, "Yo, Uncle Milk." I was like, "Yo, he's done one of the best events so far in the city, bro. What are you talking about?" It's him that's doing this. He can't fire himself. It's just so weird how people come up to me.
Tyrone's doing a great job, man.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely doing a great job.
And then he does.
Listen, did you see the rings?
I think I glanced at it.
Listen, Tyrone got a lot. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Super Bowl is definitely gonna be something special. Yeah. Tyrone got a lot of things happening for these kids.
Yeah, he's sure setting it up. He's sure setting it up like it's gonna be some games.
Yeah, and what he showed me today, I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna be a fun Super Bowl. Everything's gonna be fun. The kids are gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
The parents are gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun day.
Yeah. All right, the thing is that like I said, man, you got to give credit where it's due, and I'm
Message is received from Angie from Denisha Salon.
I'm gonna call it the way I see it, the way I observe it. I'm not here to be on nobody's sides. I'm saying that listen is what it is. You need to step your game up. Do what you got to do to step your game up. Don't complain. Step your game up, and and that's what he did, and he brought us a game. He gave us that man, that top shelf game that we wanted, and I want more. I'm still advocating for another South against the North. Before it's all over, there's only 2 games left. Let's see what happens. But we got, just like I said, it's 8.
Well, you got some bangers coming up. You got this weekend. You actually have the Hudson County Dolphins versus the Brooklyn Chiefs.
Where that's gonna be at?
They're both undefeated.
Where that's
gonna be in Jersey.
That's gonna be in Jersey.
They're
from Jersey City, right?
Huh?
They're from Jersey City. They're from Jersey City. All right.
Yep, Jersey City, Lincoln Park, 6 o'clock night game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Sunday. The Brooklyn Chiefs 10U versus Hempstead Raiders 10U.
All right.
Skeeter Williams. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a banger too. A matchup of the championship.
Skeeter's making noise out of Hempstead. He's making noise. Let's see. That's gonna be. Let's see who's going, because they got 8 undefeated teams. Let's see what happens. Somebody got. So it's gonna be 2 losers though. 2 teams ain't gonna be undefeated after this week.
Listen, man. Like I said, it's definitely crazy because that 10U division is gonna be. They might have to play. They gotta play each other again to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely. Then you got next week too. You got the Brooklyn Chiefs 11U going to South Jersey to play the GA Gladiators. That's gonna be a good game too. The whole organization actually. The whole organization against the GA Gladiators. That's gonna be a good game next week.
So when you get a tough game,
I played the GA Gladiators. I played the Knights Elite. I played Freeport. I played everybody almost except the Chiefs. I didn't play the Chiefs. I didn't play Hempstead Raiders. I played the majority of Jersey teams, and I got Harlem this week, and then I played next week the rivalry game, the Brooklyn Renegades.
That's 2 wins. All right. Jay, thanks for calling, man. That's 2 wins. You're going to be undefeated, bro.
Listen, you can't say that because guess what? People are playing right now to get into the playoffs or get a better seeding in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, you're going to be undefeated.
You can't never underestimate anybody.
Listen, you got, what you said, Harlem Jets, right? At 2-2, right? You got them home? You playing in Harlem. Okay, they 2-2, right? And then what else you got? Next week is what? The Renegades?
The Brooklyn Renegades.
All right, let's look at them, man. Let's look at them. I don't want nobody.
Listen, one thing about the Brooklyn Renegades.
They 2-2.
Listen, one thing about the Brooklyn Renegades is when you play them in a regular season,
yeah.
you could beat them, but in the playoffs they tough. And then we also got this week we got the East Orange Jaguars versus PST.
I'm talking about your team, 11U. You got 2 teams. Your next 2 games are with 2 teams that's 2-2.
Listen, it's only a record. That don't mean nothing. Any given day, anything can happen. Any given day. I don't never underestimate anybody. I take one game at a time.
I'm just starting trouble, Dre. I understand. I can't.
You can start trouble, but you ain't gonna get me to say anything because
That's what I'm trying to do. I can't even get it out.
At the end of the day, you never know what kids are gonna show up to the game.
Jay,
you never know.
Jay, you're gonna be 7-0 after this week. Come on, man.
Listen, hopefully. Listen, I'm not counting my eggs before the action.
Jay, if you lose to Harlem this weekend, that's gonna be big news, bro. You know you're gonna have problems going back to Staten Island for real.
Listen, my kids gotta play. Listen, it's a night game. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's a night. And you know how it get that night. The lights come on, and then, you know.
I know.
Day and that light. You never know.
But Jay, if you lose to Harlem, you can't come home, bro. You know that. I know you want to. I'm saying it for you. No, I'm saying it for you. That's Jay talking. Jay can't come home, man.
Listen, we try to.
They ain't gonna let you back on the route. They ain't gonna let you back on the route.
Execution and effort. That's it.
You're gonna have to go home the long way. You're gonna have to go through Jersey.
Jersey's actually the faster way.
It's the faster way.
It's gonna take me like an hour and a half. Jersey takes me 45 minutes.
You got to go through the George Washington Bridge Turnpike. Olive Bridge crossing. What is the other one? The Bayonne. What is the Bayonne or Olive Bridge crossing? You got to go through that.
No, the
Gotham Bridge. You got to go through that.
So Camille, you was out there with me Saturday. You was hosting the game with me and everything.
Yeah, it was on the live stream.
Good, man.
Yeah, it was on the live stream, man. It was nice. Shout out to Spin Move. Shout out to Spin Move. Spin, yo, Joe. I told you, Spin got the Swing Studio, bro. Yeah, man, that's hard to get, man. Spin, he got it. That's a nice piece of equipment he got over there. You know.
So, Mel, you got 3 games this week. Battle for first place.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's I don't. Well, I picked against Devon 2 weeks ago. I'm picking Hudson County. I'm picking Devon, not UT. He's gonna be. And
I can't tell you my pick yet because I got to do it for tomorrow.
You gotta do it for tomorrow. I'm picking.
I can't let everybody know because then you start influencing the picks.
Yeah, my pick comes with a disclaimer, yo. Don't take Uncle Milt serious because he don't know. You know, I'm telling you right now.
But
I'm just.
you actually did good the other week.
I did. What was my thing? I know I lost that Avenger game. What was it? What was my thing?
I think you had about 28 picks out of 30 or something like that.
Yeah,
or something like that.
I did. Now
I think you had about.
That's beginner's luck. That's beginner's luck.
You told me to throw you the line. I threw you the line.
Yeah, that's beginner's luck. I was just looking at it and making, like anybody can get a multiple choice question right. I gotta set it up because I don't want nobody. Yo, listen, I can't take that pressure, man. Yo, don't you ever pick against me, Uncle Milt. I can't take that pressure, bro.
Listen,
that's a lot of pressure, week, bro.
Every week we get it.
Yo, that right there, yo. I'm just starting to get used to you. I'm just start getting used to people coming up to me. Yo, man, I heard what you said on the thing, Uncle Milt. You got like, oh, do I gotta fight? What did I say, yo? What did I say? It was so funny, Jay, that it wasn't a good night for the Hurricanes, right? It wasn't a good night for the Hurricanes.
Received from Angie from Denise
It wasn't a good game for the Hurricanes.
Listen, in the words of Mr. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
The Hurricane 12U got that thing spanked.
Yeah, but the funny thing about it, I'm sitting there and a parent comes up to the gate and say, "Yo, Uncle Milt, you don't see the referees? They ain't calling it right." And I was like, I see 4 referees on the field, yo.
Yeah. Listen, man, the better team won that night.
They got a white hat out there. They got a white, but nah, man, you don't see it. I'm like, I see 4 referees, bro. I see 4 referees, man. I see the white hat.
You can't take none away from that team.
And 3 referees. I don't see nothing else. That's all I see. And he was like, this is some BS, man. I was like, they passionate, man. They was passionate out there, bro. They was passionate, And it's what it is, man. It's what it is.
Listen, man, did you enjoy yourself? That's all that matters.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Enjoy
Yeah, I'm
yourself.
telling you, I hooked to that Big Apple yacht, man. You know, I'm hooked to it, man. But I want some more, man. I want some more, man. I want some. I
And you know
can't.
what
Now I
the
really
best
gotta
about it?
like, huh?
Because everybody battled on the field. Then after the game,
Yeah.
all the coaches outside hanging out with each other, laughing.
Yeah. That
Everything
was
all love.
that was one. It was all love. That's wonderful, man. And now that's what that's the best part of what we do is to see that and get that competition. But at the end of the day, we show love, and that's what I'm striving to do when I do on my show or whatever. And that's what your guys striving to do. And there's room for everybody to join in. There's room for everybody to join in. We're not excluding anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like we just like I said, some of these adults got to be quiet and let the kids play the game, man. Let the kids play the game and
Honestly speaking, right? You think about it, right? In about probably what is it, 13th? In about 7 more weeks, we gonna be battling out the rest of these weeks, and in 7 more weeks, we gonna be going for each other in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, well, maybe one day, like I said, I'm doing that Uncle Mill Top 12 just and setting off the state event next year, 2022, and maybe one year, I don't know when, but maybe I'm gonna take a trip down there. Everybody else tell me, Milt, take a trip, see what's going on. You know, I might just do that. You know, take a trip down there and see what's going on. I don't know, maybe this year. Who knows?
You
Just
gotta come down. It's definitely like if you're a football head, just 8 different fields, football going on all day, from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way to 10 o'clock at night.
yeah.
It's definitely a good feeling, and you get to meet a lot of people. You get to see a lot of good football and everything, and you got connections. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Jay, man, let me get out of here, man. Thanks for calling, man. Appreciate it, man. Good luck. Well, you okay, man. I'm telling you, you can't. You lose to a 2-2 team, bro. 2 weeks, you're gonna be done, man. You just gonna be on your show. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna. I want to go to Devon joint. I don't know. It's North Jersey. It's
you're right there in Long Island. You should go on Sunday to Hempstead and watch the Chiefs.
Yeah. I might do
the
that.
whole organization plays the Hempstead Raiders.
Yeah, I might do that because I know they playing in Hempstead somewhere, but I don't know what field. Plus, you know, I'm on the exercising tip, so I refuse to drive. I just take the bus and train now. That's how I do my exercise. I refuse. So I would get on the LIR and take a cab to the field and walk. So it's easy for me to.
I'll get the information. I'll send it to you.
The Lincoln Park, right, is right there in Jersey City, right?
Jersey City, yep.
Is that one on a pier almost? You see New York behind it, right? That park right there.
Yep, I think it's right over there. It's a nice field.
Yeah, it's easy to get there. Yeah, it's easy to get there because you could take the PATH train. I might go there Saturday because I could take the PATH train. I'm right here in Long Island City, so I could take the PATH train over and get there and then walk. You know, I don't know if I could walk to the field, but it's over there somewhere. Liberty Field, Liberty something they call over there. They got
Lincoln Field.
Lincoln. Oh, Lincoln. All right, Jay, man. Yo, thanks for calling, man. Let me get out of here, man. All right. So good luck, man. Good luck, man. You know.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye, man. It's Coach Jay, 11U Hurricanes. Yeah, he should be 7-0. He got two games, you know, and see what happens. Goes into the playoffs. Yeah, but I'm gonna say it, man. I'm gonna start trouble, man. Good luck to the Brooklyn Chiefs. If you could get all those divisions to go undefeated in the Super Bowl, you just created history in youth football in New York City as an unlimited team. All divisions is going to the Super Bowl undefeated. That'll be something, man. That'll be something. And they got 2 games left, so let's see what happens. 3 games left. You count the playoffs. Let's see what happens. All right, let me get out of here, man. Thanks, Joe. we be having some guests next week coming in the studio, and I don't want to mention right now because we don't know at the last minute something might happen. But we're bringing in some nice guests for next week. And remember, man, hit that New York, the number 4 New York Facebook group. That's NY, number 4, NY. Put your events up there. Put up your where the games are gonna be, where to go, what to see. Put everything on that. That's NY, number 4, NY. If anything going on in New York City, state, all counties, that's youth sports related, kid related information, please put it on that Facebook site. That's NY, number 4, NY Facebook group, right? Yeah, it's a sports. We're gonna turn that. I'm gonna turn that into a youth sports organization, a political organization to try to get us some things that we need in the hood and the neighborhood, especially fields that we can use. Fields with lights, multiple use fields for football, basketball, soccer with lights, and that we can have nice programs because we need it. You know, youth sports in the neighborhood is a building block to the kids, giving them life lessons and have them something to do other than doing other things. So we need these fields to be, to be converted into multiple use fields. We don't need no new fields. There's a lot of fields out there that they need lights, they need track, they need stands, they need, if you're going to deal with the grass, okay, that's good. But, you know what I'm saying, they need it's got to be a multiple use. And we're going to make a list of fields all over the city that they can turn into something else. And if y'all see a field, take a picture and put it on the site. Say, Uncle Milk, this field need to be used because no one's using it, but it needs to be converted. To convert a field is cheaper than doing a whole new field. So we gonna be on that. That's something, the crusade that we want to be on it. The podcast show needs your help. It needs your help. We got donations, Cash App, give what you can. Go on Amazon, buy our podcast T-shirt. I'm still telling you that we got some other good apparel coming out, but we gotta really get on that and get that going. Support us. Hit that subscribe button. Like our show. Leave a comment. That'll help us out a lot. Just tell us how you feel, man. Call us up with stories you want us to do, things you want us to take part of. We have the sports desk. It's for you. We out there for you to bring what you're doing here to the forefront to people and things like that. So this is what we do here on the show. And with that said, God bless. We'll be back next week with a couple of guests on the show. And good luck, and see you next week.